Good day, everyone. Jewel is here with you on this Saturday morning, the 24th of August, 2019. Boy, I had some slamming storms last night. Still raining at my house, but not storming, just raining right now. All kind of things going on, my friends. Yes, indeed. I'm going to put all of this in the forecast, make it as short as I possibly can. But I do want to let you all know that yesterday on the Outer Banks down in Kitty Hawk, we had someone who thought they could go swimming when it's thundering. Well, a 23-year-old male got struck by lightning in the Atlantic Ocean while swimming at Kitty Hawk yesterday. Last I heard, he was surviving and he was in the Outer Banks Hospital. So, there's just another case of if you hear it thunder, don't be outside if you can possibly help it. But please don't be in the ocean. I mean, that's the way it goes. Okay, we got J7409 weather for you today. I'll have a complete tropical update later this evening, but right now, here we go. Disturbance 1, which of course is 98L, it's still a broad area of low pressure located inland over South Florida. It continues to produce a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms that extend eastward over the northwestern Bahamas and the adjacent Atlantic waters. Now, significant development of the low is unlikely today, while it drifts northward over the southern Florida peninsula. Environmental conditions appear conducive to support gradual development once the low moves off the east coast of Florida over the western Atlantic by tomorrow, and a tropical or subtropical depression is likely to form early next week while the system moves northeastward offshore of the southeastern United States. Regardless of development, locally heavy rains are possible over the northwestern Bahamas and the southern and central Florida peninsula through the weekend. Interest in the northwestern Bahamas, the Florida peninsula, and the southeastern coast of the United States should monitor the progress of this system. The Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunter aircraft scheduled to investigate the system later today could be postponed if the center of the low remains inland over Florida. And then, of course, they'll just schedule another one to investigate it tomorrow. High chance. Yes, folks, I think this storm will have they say it does have a chance. Well, I'm just telling you, yes, it will develop. I think it will be a tropical storm named Dorian before it's all said and done, and it may even be a Category 1 hurricane as it moves on out to sea. But the good thing is it's not going to hit inland at this time. That's what it's looking like. I'll show you in a moment. But let's go down and check out disturbance number 2. Right now it's showers and thunderstorms associated with a small area of low pressure. It's about 1,050 miles east of the Windward Islands, and it is showing some signs of organization. Environmental conditions appear to be conducive for additional development and a tropical depression. This is not a tropical storm. A tropical depression is likely to form over the weekend or early next week, while the low moves westward to west-northwestward at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Conditions appear less favorable for development when the low reaches the Lesser Antilles and eastern Caribbean Sea by the middle of the week. 60% in 2 days, 70% in 5 days of forming into this tropical depression, which I think it will. I'll show you something else about this in a moment. Still, my friends on the islands, be aware because you are going to get whatever this system may bring to you. And right quickly, I want to show everyone, you can see where the system is. Remember where I said X marks the spot? Well, there it is. I said this a week ago. There it is right there. It's looking like, though, 98L is going to stay even a little further offshore than it looked like for the last several days. That is a very good thing. Why? Because of shear wind. It's not going to get in the shear wind. And this cold front is still pushing today a little bit, and it's going to nudge it off just a little further, which is a good thing. So I think it should stay off of my coastline anywhere. If it happened to get over there on the very line right here, okay, it would still be a little further than yesterday. I think it'd be about 75 miles, but I think now it's going to be 100 to 150 miles offshore. So that's a good thing. Yeah, we might get a little rise in the water. We might get a little wind. We might get a little rain, but it's not going to really take off and start forming until it gets up here. Like I said, around my coast. That's when it starts forming, and by the time it gets to the top, I think it will be a tropical storm or maybe a Category 1 hurricane named Dorian. For you guys right here, you see what's going on. I think you are going to have some stuff to happen, so let me show you right quickly. Now, yes, this is the European model. What do you know? Yeah, it's showing it now, guys, okay? And I think it's going to stay kind of low. You know, this is the rain right here. You guys around right in here, Fort de France. Look at this. You're going to get pounded with rain. A little over 2 inches in 3 hours of rain. This is looking like, I'm saying, anywhere from late Tuesday night to very early morning hours Wednesday. What about the wind? Well, here's your sustained winds right in here. This is around 2 a.m. Wednesday morning. Sure, you guys will get what this is right here. I'm not going to move it around. Over here on this island, you're going to get some of the higher winds too. Usually in this quadrant is where it's going to happen with the higher winds. And let's see, these sustained winds, they're not too bad at all. Not too bad at all, as you can see. 29 knots. So you're going to have like maybe 32, 33 mile per hour sustained winds. What about the wind gust, if this turns out to prove to be like it's looking as of now? Well, your wind gusts are going to be more. Just right here, this is 46 knots. 46 knots. So you're going to have probably the lower 50s for sustained winds. So 50 mile, for wind gust, excuse me, lower 50 wind gust winds. That's still some pretty good gusts, so you need to prepare. You need to prepare anyway, because this isn't written in stone and it could change, as we all know. So I just wanted to bring this out to you. I'll have a complete tropical update coming up in later on this evening. And here we have the NAM map. This is good for the next 3.5 days as to what should happen, and this is courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. Let's just turn it on and let it roll, and I will try my best to let you know what's going on. We got a surface frontal stretching, everyone, from the southern mid-Atlantic into the Tennessee Valley, lower Mississippi Valley, and across portions of the southern to central plains. Now, it's going to become quasi-stationary today into Monday. And in addition to that, the boundary is going to be the focus for heavy rains and isolated flash flooding today right on through Monday. Now, tropical moisture along and to the south of this front will remain above average through Monday, fueling up the potential for the heavy rains and isolated flash flooding. High temperatures from the Rockies westward will be slightly above average and below average highs roughly east of the Rockies. Now, in addition to the above average temperatures forecast across the Great Basin, dry conditions will also support an elevated risk of fire weather across the area. Additionally, of course, you know we have an area of low pressure just off the southeast coast of Florida, and it has the potential to strengthen into a tropical depression this weekend. Everybody keep your eyes and ears open for that. So far as severe weather that may happen and occur today in the lower 48, let's check it out. And here we have the categorical outlook for severe weather today. As you can see, severe storms capable of widespread damaging winds, very large hail, and a couple of tornadoes are expected this afternoon into tonight across parts of the central and southern plains. Also, some additional isolated severe storms capable of hail and strong winds are very possible across parts of western North Dakota this afternoon and evening. So far as the tornado probability, let's check it out. 5%, as you can see here, panhandle of Oklahoma and up in Texas. When we look at the hail, the severe hail is just about in the same area, primarily Kansas and Oklahoma. When it comes to the severe wind, you can see right here it's looking like parts of Kansas and Oklahoma at 15%, 5% up in North Dakota. That 5% stretches all the way down to the Texas Panhandle. And that's a check of your weather today. If you haven't subscribed and you're into the weather, please do so and click that bell to make sure you get all the latest in weather news, forecasts, watches, warnings, and tropical weather. Thank you so much for watching and everything you do for me. Peace, love, and kindness to all. Stay safe.